Hello students, welcome back to our English class. I hope you all are studying at home and doing the work in your copies. So, today in our English class, we are going to study the fourth lesson from our literature book Beehive, and the name of the lesson is A Truly Beautiful Mind, which is a biography of the famous scientist Albert Einstein. And we all know about his famous works. So in this chapter, we are going to learn about his life history, his early life, or you can say childhood, and his famous works, how he became so famous. So let's start with the lesson. First, we'll see a small introduction to the lesson. A truly beautiful mind. This chapter is about Albert Einstein. The title of the chapter, A Truly Beautiful Mind, refers to Albert Einstein as he was a great scientist. Moreover, this chapter is a short biography of his life, where they highlight some of his qualities. Also, the chapter shows Albert's interest in mathematics and physics and his ordinary human attribute. However, the title, A Truly Beautiful Mind, may let you wonder how a scientist's mind can be beautiful. It is because in this lesson we get to know about another aspect of his life, his other side, that he believes in humanity. Moreover, he advocates world peace, non-violence his entire life. That's why the title refers to him as a truly beautiful mind. Now we'll see the summary of the lesson. So, in 14th March 1879, Albert Einstein was born in the German city of Ulm. This is the name of the city. Until the age of 2, when he was 2.5 years old, he could not speak. He was unable to speak. And when he began speaking, then he spoke every word twice. Means he was speaking each and every line twice. In childhood, his playmate considers him to be boring. His mother also thought that he was crazy because of the abnormally large size of his head. So he was an unusual child, very odd. One day, the headmaster of his school regards him as stupid and good for nothing. The headmaster told to his father that he is good for nothing. He is not successful in anything. But then he proved all of them wrong. When he was 6 years old, on his mother's insistence, means his mother requested him, forced him, he learned to play the violin, and he became a skillful violinist. Then his family shifted to Munich when he was 15. But there he feels very uncomfortable with the strict discipline of the school, so he left it. And after completing his schooling, he gets admission in the University of Zurich. Zurich is the name of the place. Because atmosphere in university was more liberal, there was more freedom for him, and they accept new ideas and concepts. Besides, he has more interest in physics and mathematics because he was very good in physics and mathematics. At the university, he met a fellow student named Mileva Maric, and she was also equally clever and intelligent. Afterwards, they both married and had 2 sons. But unluckily, their marriage didn't last and they split in 1919. Means their marriage failed and then they split in the year 1919. Subsequently, after finishing his education, Albert worked as a technical expert in the patent office at Bern. He started working in the patent office at Bern. Bern is the name of the place. Also there, he secretly worked on his idea on relativity. He was secretly working on relativity. He was making his researches secretly. And then he put out his paper on the special theory of relativity, which followed by the world popular equation E is equals to mc square. This was a very famous equation and you all must be knowing about it. In addition, he also publicizes his paper on general theory of relativity in 1915, and this gave an absolutely new definition to the concept of gravity. Also, this theory makes him a famous figure. That is why, because of this research of relativity, this general theory of relativity, Albert Einstein became a famous figure. He was a world famous citizen. During the solar eclipse of 1919, his theory came out as accurate and changed physics. And when Nazi came to power in Germany, he emigrated. Emigrated means he went to the USA. He does so because he did not want his research and findings to be used for destruction. Further, when Germany discovered the principle of nuclear fission in 1938, he was the first person, Albert Einstein was the first person to write to the American president. He wrote a letter to the American president about the dangers of atomic bombs. He was alerting the American president, and so he wrote a letter to the President of America. Moreover, in 1945, when America threw down the atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, he was deeply hurt. He was depressed by the destruction. Also, he writes a letter to the UN, United Nations, for the formation of a world government. He requested them to form a government, world government. So he again wrote a letter to the United Nations so that it can prevent recurrence of such destruction. In last days, he spent most of it in politics, advocating world peace and democracy. The great scientist died at the age of 76 in the year 1955. So now we will come to the conclusion of the story. A Truly Beautiful Mind is a summary of the biography of the famous scientist Albert Einstein. The story portrays the other side of his life, that he concerns and promotes human welfare. And that is the reason why the title of the story is A Truly Beautiful Mind. Now children, Albert Einstein was a very famous scientist. But besides being a scientist, he believed in humanity, non-violence, and he worked for the welfare of the people. He did not want his research to be misused by anyone and cause destruction in the world. And that is the reason why the title of the story is A Truly Beautiful Mind. Thank you.